Stadio delle Alpi. It is round 20 of Serie A, and it has in store a classic of calcio as Juventus welcome Alberto Zaccherone's AC Milan into this stadium cradled by the Alps. It is February the 25th, 2001. Fairly chilly evening here in Piemonte. Both teams quite clearly getting warmed up in both senses of the phrase, ready for battle, but also trying to keep their temperature as high as possible. Juventus play with Van der Sar in goal, a back four of Tudor, Ferrara, Montero, Pesotto, midfield of Birendelli, Tacchinardi, Davids and Zidane. In attack, Inzaghi and Del Piero. Zaccherone's Milan respond with Abbiati in goal, Roque Jr., Maldini and Salah in the back three. Helveg and Giunti are the wing backs. Midfield of Albertini and Kaladze and Coco. And then in attack, Andrei Shevchenko and Leonardo. Albertini, vastly experienced member of this Milan team. Likewise, Maldini. Early touch for the Juventus defence. Inzaghi loses out in the air to Maldini. Edgar Davids, such a lively player. Flicked over by Del Piero. Trying to link up already with Del Piero, but he's brought down. Free kick straight away for Juve. Roque Jr. could not reach the ball there, so he brought down Del Piero. Zidane and Davids over the ball. Birendelli as well, but he probably won't be involved. Early chance for Juve to make an impact. Zidane giving orders. It is the shot. Comes off the wall. Shevchenko gets it back. Shevchenko's so fast, but the ball had gone out. There you can see quite clearly the ball is no longer on the pitch. But a little glimpse of the speed and direct running of Shevchenko that Juventus will need to concentrate on. Here's Montero. Pesotto plays it safe to Edgar Davids. Zidane turns away from trouble. Now Zidane's brought down there, another foul. Seems like Kaladze is doing a man-marking job on Zinedine Zidane. Zidane waiting for the right option. Zidane fizzes it in, headed goalwards. Abbiati flies out, punches it clear, but there's an infringement. Well, it's an offside indeed. Someone for Juve had strayed offside. Goalkeeper there taking a painful kick from Ciro Ferrara. Forward to chase for Francesco Cocco. Through the legs. He's won back by Juventus. Zidane with a clever back flick. Leonardo. Shevchenko in the area. He's dealt with well. Salah plays it back to Milan captain and legend Paolo Maldini. He will certainly be busy marshalling his defence against the front three of Zidane, Del Piero and Inzaghi. Today's referee is Stefano Braschi. No big decisions for him to make so far. Del Piero against Maldini. Italy, two teammates battling. Bisotto holds off Helveg and Maldini. And the ball had gone out there from Roque Junior. Back to Tudor. And once again, he gives it back from where he received it to Van der Sar, and here is Montero. Lots of space for Montero. Zidane playing very high up today. Very attack-minded formation from Carlo Ancelotti. In the meantime, that's great skill. But eventually cut out. Davids. High foot. Davids is a real competitor, isn't he? Edgar Davids is a battle machine. Thankfully, neither player caught each other. Neither player injured each other. Davids had a very short spell with Milan, but now very much a Juventus fixture. A real fulcrum in that midfield. Energy and skill. Albertini underhits it. But Roque Junior does well. But then it's a foul on Giunti by Edgar Davids. Played forward by Tacchinardi. Inzaghi against Roque Junior. Inzaghi does well. Maldini slipped. Could have been dangerous. Still, Juventus pressing. Coco comes out and then is, meets the end of the move by getting knocked over. Inzaghi doing very well a few instances ago, protecting the ball out wide. Montero's long ball forward to Inzaghi, who's now on the other side. Salah comes across. It's a corner though to Juve. Forward come the tall guys in the Juve team, waiting for Del Piero delivery. In by Del Piero. No one gets on the end of it, but the danger isn't cleared completely by Milan. Del Piero outside of the foot. Tudor! It's the lead for Juventus. Not from the corner, but from the follow-up. Igor Tudor. A bullet header. The young man breaks the deadlock. Glorious first time cross from Del Piero. And Tudor flying in towers above Salah's marker. And a firm header into the bottom corner. You can't get much better than that, can you? Wonderful goal by Igor Tudor. 1-0 to Juve. Here come Juventus once again. Inzaghi chests it down and collides with Abbiati. Inzaghi there, looked like he'd done the hard part. Dream start for Juve. That goal by Tudor just showed the power of getting a run on your marker, and this is a replay of Inzaghi colliding with Abbiati, who did well. But Tudor running towards the ball, whereas his marker, Salah, was stationary, and Tudor put all that power into the header, into the bottom corner, and there was no chance for Abbiati. 1-0 Juve. And the Bianconeri looking in the mood already to increase that lead. He plays it forward. Zidane flicks it round the corner. David's under pressure, but Juve still keep the ball. Tudor plays it forward. Montero makes a good run and plays it sideways to the scorer of the only goal so far, Tudor. Tudor plays it forward to Inzaghi, but Roque Junior's there. Leonardo plays it high for Coco to run onto. Well, it's not really a shot or a cross from Francesco Coco. No chance for the Juventus, or rather the Milan attackers, to get onto that. Forward by Roque Jr. Shevchenko on the right. Juventus can now build an attack. Del Piero, great skill and a sumptuous back heel. Inzaghi though gives it away, but Davids flies in to rescue the day. Trip there by the Dane Helveg. Zinedine Zidane away from Albertini. First time by Tacchinardi. Maldini though does brilliantly, and Paolo Maldini strides forward for Milan. Back to Paolo Maldini. Nice flick. Shevchenko. Shevchenko's shot, those charged down, and it's harmless, although it is a corner for the Rossoneri. Great marking by Montero just to try and slow down the power of the shot from Shevchenko, and he did that well. Back to the corner taker, unorthodox there. Zidane clears it. Coco with the spectacular effort. Zidane just got the sole of his boot on that. Coco with a spectacular effort, but no accuracy. Ferrara comes in brilliantly to clear that. Milan continue to play the long ball forward. Shevchenko is good in the air. Brazilian Rocket Junior. Shevchenko. Quick feet, but there are three Juventus players hounding the Ukrainian. They did their job brilliantly. Davids robs the ball brilliantly, gives it to Zidane. Foul by Filippo Inzaghi. Just chasing shadows. Juventus keeping hold of the ball brilliantly. This is already at this stage looking like a dominant performance by Juventus, and now we'll have the first caution of the game. Clear foul by Roque Junior on Zinedine Zidane. Everything there from the Brazilian to stop the Frenchman. Completely illegal. Pesotto gets it back from Zidane, gives it away though. Juventus flying into tackles and blocks, looking very, very hungry, Carlo Ancelotti's team. Foul by Juventus, so it's a free kick. Ciro Ferrara adjudged to have fouled Leonardo there. Albertini waiting for options. Juve need to be diligent. Luigi Sala, Maldini, they're all good in the air. Shevchenko too. Albertini puts it in the mix, but out comes Edwin van der Sar. Look at Davids. Gives it away. Del Piero does brilliantly. Looked like he'd given it away, but Del Piero's span so nimble, and now it drives forward. Zidane available. Zidane first time into the area. Maldini clears it. It looks like Filippo Inzaghi is straight offside, but the speed with which Ancelotti's men attacked there was incredible. The combination of Zidane, Del Piero and Inzaghi in attack really is causing a few problems for the Milan defence, apart from perhaps Maldini, who's done everything and seen everything. The rest of the team, the rest of the defence, struggling to understand, to read, to compete with their movement and speed and, of course, skill. Thomas Helveg on the ground, clashing Montero's head against the back of Helveg's head. That is a painful one. And Montero's very, very tough, we know that. Likewise Helveg, the Dane, make them tough in Denmark, all of Scandinavia. Uruguayan hardman Montero against the Scandinavian Helveg. Two very durable players there. Montero to Tudor, the goal scorer. Del Piero tried to just guide it towards Inzaghi, but it doesn't reach his teammate. Helveg's recovered. Giunti crosses, Shevchenko's there! Great timing, but the Ukrainian can't get it on target. But that is another glimpse of his threat, the risk. Juventus' defenders have to keep an eye on Andrei Shevchenko at all times. He got above Montero, but luckily for the Bianco Neri, it was over. Junior with a hopeful pass forward. Albertini trips Edgar Davids. Tudor all the way back to Edwin van der Sar. Zidane back to the throw-in taker. Davids gives it away, rare for him. Shevchenko dances his way out of the trouble, gets it back, and then he's fouled. Del Piero tussling, he drops kindly. Dele disagrees with the decision. A combative game, but you'd expect that between Juve and Milan. As well as the skill out there, though, Del Piero, Zidane. There are plenty of warriors, plenty of battlers, plenty of aggressive players. Between them, Tudor and Biradelli close the door on Coco once again. Does well initially, and Tudor has to concede the corner. Some pressure from Milan. Here comes safe, strong arms from Edwin van der Sar. Nodded back to Abbiati. Maldini flying forward, leading by example, the captain. This is a great run by Paolo Maldini. Delicate pass from Maldini, but Davids comes in there, sniffing out the danger. Edgar Davids. Del Piero fouled by Maldini. Tudor plays it forward. Delle using his speed there, nearly getting to the ball before Abbiati. Tudor back to Van der Sar. Giving away groans from the Juve fans. Just letting Juventus, or rather Juventus just letting Milan back into the game slightly. But the cross is overhit and looks like it will go out for a throw-in. Shevchenko chases after it. Zaccaroni looking concerned. Got low cross. Leonardo tries to play it first time to Shevchenko. Edgar Davids plays it forward. Filippo Inzaghi on the left wing. Roque Jr. comes across. Inzaghi takes him on for speed. Overhits the cross, but Zidane should latch onto it. Zidane chips it up. Davids controls it. Tacchinardi with the shot. Wide from Alessio Tacchinardi, but worth the effort. Not easy to get his body into the right shape for that shot. One in the air by Tacchinardi. Free kick to the Bianconeri. Strong challenge. Kaladze conceding the throw-in. Braschi just laying down the law between Kaladze and Zidane. Braschi just explaining to Zidane that he's the referee. Quite normal with these things. This is a match played with real hunger and drive. Edgar Davids does brilliantly. Edgar Davids wants to cross towards Inzaghi. Del Piero is still alive, and Abbiati collapses on the ball. But Davids did wonderfully well there. Gokko and Abbiati dealt with it just about, but the run by Davids was fantastic. Davids is everywhere. Free kick taken by Milan. Great save by Van der Sar. Incredible work by the Dutchman. What a save. Milan showing their aerial prowess. Leonardo with the flying header and strong arm from Edwin van der Sar. Half an hour in, Juventus 1, Milan 0. Goal after 9 minutes by Igor Tudor. Leonardo picks it up. Milan to finish the first half on a flourish and grab that equaliser. Foul by Davids, and he goes into the book. He actually took his boot away at the last minute, didn't connect with his opponent, but Braschi suggesting, the referee suggesting it was for a summer basically. That was his fourth high boot, so it was inevitable. Play towards the penalty spot. All kinds of movement. Is there a foul there? Salah had fouled a Juve player though, so it's a free kick to the Bianconeri. Danger has gone. Maldini. Salah. Van der Sar takes his time. Zidane. Zidane can't get there. Here come Juventus with a chance to attack. Del Piero. Inside. Tacchinardi. Tudor then just changes the angle slightly. Pesotto tries to find Zidane on the left wing, but overhits it. Maldini out to Salah. Milan are finishing this second half, or rather this first half, strong. Juventus have the advantage, but are withstanding a bit of pressure. Van der Sar taking his time. Zidane will race onto it on the right. Zinedine Zidane crosses it. It's a great cross, and Maldini anticipates. Delle gets it back. Zidane still on the right wing. Withstands pressure from two defenders there, including a kick from Kaladze, who is on a mission. Ciro Ferrara back to Uruguayan Montero. Playing it very slow, very safe, very secure. Juventus a goal up. Half-time not too far away. Van der Sar, who used to be a midfielder as a younger man before becoming a goalkeeper, plays a good ball forward. And Salah commits the foul. Del Piero, the victim. Salah can't believe it, but I think we all can. Pretty obvious what that was. Hauled over the Juve number 10. David Del Piero and Tacchinardi standing over the ball. What kind of free kick will it be? Tudor, the scorer of the only goal so far in there. Ferrara, another powerhouse in the air. Del Piero curls it in. Inzaghi gets on the end of it, but he cannot find the far corner. It all happened so quickly for him. Perhaps didn't have as much time. It did happen so quickly. He tripped up as well. Ciro Ferrara doesn't contact it. First time from Filippo Inzaghi. Almost a perfect set piece. Shevchenko racing down the wing. Montero comes out to meet him. Pulls it back. Only a throw-in for Milan. It's good news for Juventus. An attack looked very dangerous, and at one point Shevchenko looked like he might have crossed it or won a corner, but Helveg has to settle for the throw. Shevchenko. Shevchenko's been one of Milan's better players, although he's just given it away. Zidane surrounded. Maldini. Salah gets his bearings mixed up and sends it out of play. Montero clips it forward, but it's easy. Read well by Milan. They are applying more pressure as halftime approaches the guests. Tudor sends it high into the air, but it should be simple for Abbiati. Shevchenko. Shevchenko does well. Shevchenko in the area. And Davids comes in. He's been everywhere. Edgar Davids. So quick. Great skill through the legs of Montero by Shevchenko. And then from out of nowhere, watch that. Edgar Davids almost looks like a shot, but he knew what he was doing. Zidane clears it. Shot comes off a defender, and it's in the arms of Van der Sar. But that intervention by Davids was vital. Del Piero. Still quite slow by Juventus. Perhaps a mistake. I'm not sure if Ancelotti will want them to take the sting out of the game completely. Zidane. Outnumbered once again, Zinedine Zidane. Piero fouls Francesco Cocco. Tackle for the team by Del Piero. Maldini. Good skill, but across comes, I think it's Tudor to save the day. Jaunty with a high boot there. Edgar Davids loses out to a hungry Helveg. Helveg bombing forward. Shevchenko tries a bit of skill, but it's read by Tacchinardi. Zidane, first time. Montero safely back to Edwin van der Sar. A few good saves from van der Sar in this first half too. There's a mistake. Milan threaten with a whistle, or the flag has gone up. With a few moments of drama, or a few seconds perhaps of worry there for Juve, but the offside flag was raised. Pretty clear offside. Zaghi with a clever piece of skill to flick it back over Roque Jr., but the ball had gone out. Shevchenko smashes it into an opponent, so it's a throw-in. Off it went. Leonardo cannot hold on to the ball. Edgar Davids. First time by Montero. Zidane gathers a poor clearance from Maldini. Zinedine Zidane towards the area, faced by two now. Kaladze and Roque Jr. gets the cross in. It's cleared. Delle against Cocco. Into the air, Maldini comes across. Captain's clearance. 1-0 to Juventus as we approach the interval. 1-0 thanks to Igor Tudor. Goal after 9 minutes. A firm bullet header into the bottom corner. Leonardo controlled it well but lost out. Montero did well. Edgar Davids quite far forward. Hasn't really advanced much in this game so far. Delle to Zizou. Passing it around Juventus. Inzaghi, Zidane's in there. There's a bundle and it squirts back to Abbiati. The Juventus have just turned up the temperature in the last 30 seconds. It looks like Ancelotti's team want to end the half on a high after sitting back for the last portion of the game. Foul by Davids on Kaladze. Albertini tries a 1-2, but it rolls off. Ancelotti doesn't want his team to continue these long balls forward. That last spell of pressure that led to a few, well, led to a good chance was due to good ball playing, passing, possession from David Zidane. Ancelotti wants more of that before the half-time whistle. The danger of playing long balls forward against a three-man central defence is pretty evident, although rather the uselessness of it. Ancelotti wants his men to play with the ball, to circulate it on the ground, to move it quickly. With Zidane and Davids, Del Piero, the men are certainly available for that. Pesotto. Here is Maldini. Pressurised by Zidane, so he has to go back to Abbiati. Shevchenko outnumbered. Great charging there. Machiro Ferrara or Takinardi maybe. There's a foul on delle. Aggressive there. Giunti and delle there. Clashing, but that is the half-time whistle. A bit of action there, a bit of rough and tumble, but the end of a lively first half with Juventus ahead after 9 minutes from Igor Tudor. Welcome back to the Stadio delle Alpi. The score at the interval was 1-0 to Juventus. A goal after 9 minutes from Igor Tudor. An excellent firm header in the bottom corner, which left Abbiati in the Milan goal stranded. Juventus played well for most of the first half. Did take their foot off the gas, off the pedal for a certain spell in that first half, in which Milan came back into it, and then there was a strong finish by Carlo Ancelotti's Bianconeri. Milan are to be taken absolutely seriously, particularly with men like Shevchenko in attack and Leonardo. The second half nearly gets underway, but there's a bit of over-eagerness. Referee Braschi waits, and then he gives the all-clear. Juventus start with the ball in the traditional black and white striped shirts, white shorts, white socks. Milan in their black and red stripes, black shorts, black socks. And as I say, 1-0 to the Bianconeri. 9th minute goal from the head of Igor Tudor. Perhaps not the man you would have expected to open the scoring, considering the attacking riches on offer for Juventus. Zidane, Inzaghi and Del Piero, but it was indeed the defender Tudor. Montero gets it back, guides it back to Van der Sar. Tudor sends it forward. Ancelotti wasn't so keen on Juve's long balls in the first half. He wanted Juventus to play football, to play with the ball on the ground and use their quick passing, particularly involving Zidane and Davids and Del Piero. Inzaghi chasing as ever. Elveg back to Roque Jr. First time from him. Shevchenko controls it well, but is immediately attacked. And now it is Zidane in the trequartista role, goes for the shot. Could have done better there, Zinedine Zidane. For the first time, though, he'd managed to get free of the iron grip of Kakba Kaladze. Should have perhaps passed to either Del Piero or Inzaghi, but went for the shot. High boot by Roque Jr. And then a kick on the thigh from Albertini. He does receive some rough treatment. Filippo Inzaghi, Del Piero, great turn. And Maldini cuts it out. Sheva lays it off. Koko crosses it in. Given away by delle. Zizou does well there. Edgar Davids manoeuvres his way out of trouble. He's so agile. Edgar Davids. Abbiati brings it back into the area so he can handle it. An aggressive start from Milan. Juventus unable to really get the ball on the ground and play it around. Judo. First time ball. Del Piero does well, keeps it going. Well, didn't gain much direction towards the opponent's goal, but kept hold of the ball there brilliantly, Del Piero. Looking for Zidane, but Abbiati gets there first. Helveg faced by two. Great double marking by Juve. Giunti receiving treatment. Ciro Ferrara back to Van der Sar. First time forward, but not particularly precise. Cut out by Juve. Giunti back on after knee treatment, commits a foul. There you see Giunti fouling Tacchinardi. Zidane clashing with Kaladze, his shadow in the first half. Well, it's a painful one, it has to be said. Zidane's elbow perhaps accidentally connecting with Kaladze's throat or face. Roque Jr. gets away from trouble. Albertini succumbs to the pressure and Davids flies forward and Davids brought down by Giunti. And Giunti goes into the book. Great run, typical run from Davids. He's so quick. Free kick to Juventus, organising for Abbiati. Zidane lays it off. Birindelli loses the ball. A bit of a waste there for Juve. Pesotto. Pesotto just lays it onto Davids, who stumbles but composes himself. Davids slices it. Tacchinardi is cautioned for a handball. Well, no doubt about that one. Roque Junior. Shevchenko loses out to Ferrara. Gokko to Giunti. Shevchenko turns one, but can't beat the second defender. Filippo Inzaghi offside there. Forward by Maldini. It's given away though by the captain of Milan. Inzaghi nods it down into the path of the teammate. Davids to Zidane. Zidane faced by the Brazilian Roque Junior, can't keep it in. Roque Junior to Helveg. Dane is tough enough to hold off one, but then Davids comes in, doubles up. Flying clearance by Ciro Ferrara. Spectacular and effective enough. Laid off. Given away, so Juventus have it back. Delle. Montero looking for options. Plays it around the corner. Del Piero to Inzaghi. Filippo Inzaghi. Inzaghi's still going, but it's Helveg there to tidy up. Del Piero comes in once again. 2 Juventus players on 1 Milan. Excellent use of numbers. Inzaghi commits the foul after miscontrolling it. Giunti. Shevchenko plays it forward, flicked off, nearly towards Albertini, but he couldn't get on the end of it, and then it's cleared. Roque Junior. Giunti. Pressure from the guests. Salah plays it full, but it's cut out. Paolo Maldini. Throw into Milan. Juventus covering the space as well, and very little freedom or space to operate in for the Milan players. Zidane wins that one. Pesotto. Ciro Ferrara goes down. Or rather, Tacchinardi is who goes down, a painful one. Here comes Tudor, galloping down the wing. Plays it to delle, his partner on that flank this evening. The cross becomes almost a shot, but it's simple for Abbiati. 1-0 to Juventus. Carlo Ancelotti's side ahead thanks to the goal from Tudor. But Zaccheroni has sent Milan out, looking very focused. Montero goes vertical to Edgar Davids. Davids evades Albertini and Helveg. Not much space though on the pitch at the moment. Both sides are very compact. Giunti does well, plays it forward. Giunti towards Leonardo. Montero is there. Pesotto with the throw-in to Zizou. Kaladze still following Zidane around everywhere. Helveg. Albertini waits for the right option. Back post towards Shevchenko, but cleared brilliantly by Ciro Ferrara. Del Piero, rather Inzaghi. Inzaghi forward. Collides so with Roque Jr. He wants the free kick. Roque Jr. did well. Covered the ball. Inzaghi brings down the Brazilian. We're causing problems for the Milan defence. Filippo Inzaghi. Inzaghi once again worrying the defence, the Milan defence. Del Piero goes for a curler, but for once it doesn't bend into the far corner. Well, we've seen Alex score so many of those, but this time it didn't curl in, it didn't have enough bend on it. Davids against Maldini. 3 players it takes to stop Edgar Davids, which is a sign of how good he is. It looks like Zaccheroni is about to send on Zvonimir Boban. Shevchenko wins it in the air. Good jump by the Ukrainian, but his companion doesn't read it. Zidane takes a bang on the leg there. Painful one for the Frenchman. Helveg really putting himself about. And Giunti's the man coming off to be replaced by Zvonimir Boban. Be interesting where the Croatian playmaker will line up for Milan. Another kind of player, a different kind of problem for the Juve defence and midfield to handle. It's another foul by Inzaghi. Maldini hoofs it forward. flies in and nicks it off Zidane. Roque Jr. gets it back. Good play by the Brazilian, but he overdoes it and loses out, and now Juve can build. Roque Jr. has been a real protagonist of this second half so far. Calazze fouls Zidane. Their duel continues. Free kick to the Bianconeri. Davids plays it through the referee's legs. Del Piero does well, but loses out. Francesco Coco won't get that, so it's a waste. Milan just starting to fade a bit after their strong beginning to this second half, and now a bit more use of the ball by Juventus. Out comes Abbiati. Helveg to Leonardo, out on the right. Calazze slips. Still finds Sala. Helveg searches for the ball, but it's cut out. Here's Edgar Davids. We know about his acceleration forward, but he can't get away from Roque Jr. Braschi just speaking to the Juventus bench. Ancelotti not impressed. He thinks it was a foul by the Brazilian. Let's have a look. Well, it's one way of stopping a player, I suppose. And Carlo Ancelotti explaining that it was a foul, but Braschi, the referee, and his assistants not impressed, so play on. Zidane, this time Davids is brought down, and it is a foul. The Dane Helveg on the ground too, both players in pain. That does look really painful, the knees smashing together. That is a painful one. Two players, Helveg and Davids, who give everything, are very combative. And they don't pull out of any challenges. Their knees colliding. Davids seems to be the better of the two. He's walking, well, limping, but Helveg looks in much worse trouble. So currently Milan down to 10 men. Inzaghi towards Tacchinardi. Inzaghi can't get there. Zidane gets in there. But who is the last player to touch it? It doesn't matter because the goal is in. 2-0 to Juventus. It's hard to tell who scored. But what is beyond doubt is that it is 2-0. Tacchinardi's cross. Inzaghi's there. Back with Inzaghi. And it is indeed Inzaghi. From a certain angle, it looked like Zidane. But Inzaghi miskicks it there. Zidane's approaching, but it is Inzaghi indeed, who, lying on the ground, hooks it into the net and makes it 2-0. To Juventus. 67 minutes on the clock. It's a comfort zone for the Bianconeri. Great work from Tacchinardi. Here comes Zidane. Zinedine Zidane. Dabs it out wide. Pesotto. Pesotto crosses it. Del Piero. Can't generate the right direction from his header. Guglielmin Pietros come on for Helveg, or Gulli as it says on his shirt. There's another player down. Kaladze, but that is Gulli. Helveg not recovering from that collision with Davids. No, it's Kaladze on the bench, or rather on the stretcher. Adding injury to insult, as they say, because it's 2-0, and now Milan are losing important players. Foul on Inzaghi. So just as Milan had got back to 11 men on the pitch, they've got another man off, Kaladze, so they're reduced to 10 once again momentarily. Pesotto. Zidane uses those long telescopic legs to get himself out of trouble. Davids sprints forward. Edgar Davids still going. Edgar Davids! Edgar Davids against Maldini. Was it a foul? Not according to referee Braschi. But that was a thrilling run from the Dutchman. Outstanding from the former Ajax and Milan star. David sprinted through large sections of the Milan team, but finally it took all the experience and class of Maldini to stop him. Kaladze still struggling. Kaladze cannot continue, so another enforced injury substitution for Milan. Gennaro Gattuso enters the fray. Will Gattuso man-mark Zidane just like the guy he replaced, Kaladze, or will Zaccaroni change his approach? Juventus dominating now though, and Milan having to take players off with injuries. Boban to Albertini. Leonardo plays it out wide. Coco plays it to Gulli and Shevchenko, but great claim by Van der Sar. Already you can see that Zidane has got a bit more space because Gattuso is not marking him as tightly as Kaladze did. Ciro Ferrara there commits the foul, then boots the ball at the referee. You can't do that. And the Juventus captain goes into the book. He didn't mean to kick it at the ref naturally. He just wanted to kick it away. This is the end of David's wonder run. Ferrara goes into the book for Juve. Albertini plays it in, flicked on, but Van der Sar is a tall, tall goalkeeper. Shevchenko against Tudor, but Shevchenko can't keep it in. Maldini plays it out to Roque Jr. Looking for Leonardo, but no accuracy to find his compatriot, so it's with Paolo Montero, the Uruguayan. Davids with the clever footwork nearly escapes, but wins the throw-in. Davids using his resistance there, but finally he's hacked down. Gattuso hasn't been on the pitch long, but he's picked up a yellow card. Inzaghi against Roque Jr. Another foul by Inzaghi, who looks mystified. Zidane enjoying his little bit of extra freedom. Foul by Maldini on Del Piero. Two 2-0 to Juventus. Goals from Tudor in the first half and Inzaghi. Here is Filippo Inzaghi. Gulli and Roque Jr. dealing with Inzaghi there, but it's a throw into the Bianconeri. Gulli hooks it over his shoulder, but no accuracy there, so it's a throw into Juventus. Bisotto gives it away. Albertini. Gulli plays it forward, but there's no one there. Abbiati comes out and claims a wayward through ball. Francesco Cocco. Albertini. Goes on a run but overdoes it, loses to Davids, who goes down, fouled. There's a foul there by Roque Jr. Braschi has a laugh with Inzaghi. The battle between these two, Roque Jr. and Inzaghi, has been fascinating. Inzaghi can cope with the physical pressures despite being relatively slim. Piero, great skill by Alex Del Piero. Del Piero lays it off. Tacchinardi past one, goes for the shot. But not enough power or accuracy from Tacchinardi as Ancelotti prepares a change. Gulli. Angled pass cut out by Ciro Ferrara. Or rather Montero. Zinedine Zidane plays it forward. Tacchinardi. Inzaghi in the area against Maldini. Inzaghi gets past Maldini, but the shot is a bit soft. Did brilliantly to get past his Italy teammate and Milan captain. Great strength and willpower there, but the left foot shot a little bit soft. Francesco Cocco. Shevchenko on the left. Zinedine Zidane. Gattuso cuts it out. Leonardo tries to hook it to a teammate, but it's read by the Juve rear guard. Played to Del Piero. Del Piero delicately to Davids. Here is Gianluca Pesotto. Laid off. Zidane won't get there though. Frustration for Juve. Zidane is really enjoying himself with that extra space. Beautiful layoff by Pippo Inzaghi, but it's just behind Zizou. He's got those long legs, but he couldn't stretch out and reach it. And with 10 minutes of normal time left, Birindelli comes off and he's replaced by Gianluca Zambrotta. Gokko wins the ball but can't keep it in. Del Piero, very deep. Tudor waits for the right moment. Tacchinardi rolls it to Montero. Gattuso showing freshness there, taking the ball off the Juve man. Zambrotta, another fresh player, comes in and wins it back for the Bianconeri. Given away though, Leonardo pounces on it. Davids hounds Leonardo, snapping at his heels. Gattuso. Zvonimir Boban, he hasn't caused Juventus many problems since coming on, but this is a dangerous moment. Shevchenko heads it over. It was a good chance, although they were both offside. Well, they were in good positions, but they were also in illegal positions. But Boban there, for the first time since coming on, causing problems for Juve. But thankfully for the Bianconeri, he hasn't really had much of an impact on the game. Zidane lifts it into Gulli's face. Del Piero scoops it back towards Zambrotta on the turn. Great shot and brilliant save. Abbiati denying Gianluca Zambrotta. Beautiful scooped clearance or pass. Control, then on the turn, fierce volley, but Abbiati did well. Great move though, great combination. In comes the corner towards Zidane. Gouli clears. Davids, safety first. Montero. Zidane, twisting and turning, but beaten by two. Davids to Zidane, who plays it out wide to Del Piero. Del Piero fouled there by Gouli. Clear foul there by Gouli on Alessandro Del Piero. Zidane will probably whip it in with his right foot. Zidane goes for the shot, but it's over, and his players on the ground. Well, not quite the accuracy that Zidane would have wanted. Another free kick for Juve. Zidane can't turn, so gives it to Del Piero, gets it back. Pesotto. Scrappy. Gattuso takes over. It's a strong challenge on Gattuso, but he doesn't complain. Gouli. Juventus still pressing. Juventus win it back. Del Piero loses out to Gouli. Maldini showing all his quality and strength there, Maldini. Boban. Gouli. Now it's with Zidane. Can Juve find a final flourish? Add some gloss to the result. 2-0. Not long to go. A third goal would just add to the satisfaction of a solid performance from Carlo Ancelotti's men. Kovacevic about to come on for the Bianconeri. Coco gives it away. Inzaghi to Zidane. Zinedine Zidane loses out. Milan, though, are starting to look a bit ragged, tired. Maldini gives it away. That exactly proves the point that Milan are looking well beaten. When Maldini makes an error like that, you know something's not right. And Kovacevic about to come on for Filippo Inzaghi, scorer of the second goal. Rock Jr. First touch for Kovacevic. Played forward. Del Piero chasing, but Abbiati boots it away. Tacchinardi fouls Zvone Boban. 2 minutes left of normal time. 2-0 to Juve. Cocco gives it away. Poor from Francesco Cocco. Kovacevic gives it to Zidane. Zidane, Pessotto on the run. Pessotto crosses it, but it's in the arms of Abbiati. Three Juve players take the ball. David's with a nutmeg. David's still going. Really good skill and tenacity by Edgar Davids. But eventually he gives it away, but under pressure. Albertini plays it forward, but easily dealt with by Zambrotta. Roque Jr. The final change due for Juve. Ancelotti about to bring on Braschi. Albertini plays it out wide. Zvonimir Boban goes for the shot, charge down. Here's Tacchinardi. Tacchinardi finds Zinedine Zidane. Zidane and Del Piero cross paths. Zidane gives it away. Boban plays it out wide. Cocco. Leonardo back to Francesco Cocco. Brazilian takes it once more. Gives it away though. Zinedine Zidane. One of the substitutes, Gianluca Zambrotta, takes his time. Good turn by Del Piero. Del Piero against Roque Jr. Del Piero loses out. Well, Milan going for it, but they know that the struggle is going to be over soon. 2-0 down, and now into stoppage time, additional time. Francesco Cocco. Chula gives it to Van der Sar. Braschi about to come on. Albertini. Albertini loses out. Good stuff by Kovacevic. Zinedine Zidane. Gattuso behind it, but Zidane still going. Gets it back. Zidane 1-2. Zinedine Zidane! Zizou makes it 3-0 to Juventus and blows kisses at the fans. Beautiful finish. A touch of class from an artist of a player, and Ancelotti enjoyed that. 3-0. 1-2 with Kovacevic. The angle was tight, but Abbiati rushed out, and Zidane just delicately with a velvet right boot chips it over Abbiati. Just look at this glorious touch. Zidane is a powerful man, a big man, but he has a really delicate touch as well. And that's his last touch. Off he comes, replaced by Matteo Braschi. Standing ovation from his teammates and the Juve staff for Zidane after that finish. wonderful goal from Zinedine Zidane to put the cherry on the cake. 3-0 to a super Juventus. Played forwards towards Del Piero, but Roque Jr.'s there. And Gulli chests it tidily. Captain Ferrara back to Edwin van der Sar. Last few moments of this match. The points are in the bag, naturally. Staying in Turin. Really good performance by Juve. Hungry, focused, pressing Milan so hard. Not many moments of real danger or risk for the Bianconeri. Milan had a couple of attempts, but nothing consistent. No continued pressure from Zaccheroni's team. Juventus looked comfortable for the majority of this game. Shevchenko gets free into the area, but gets the ball caught up in his feet. And a referee, Stefano Braschi, blows the final whistle. The score here is 3-0 to Juventus, but that doesn't tell the whole story. The Bianconeri really dominated, showed moments of class, but overall showed real hunger, organisation and determination. Goals from Igor Tudor after 9 minutes, and Filippo Inzaghi on the ground, hooking it into the bottom corner. And finally, Zinedine Zidane with a touch of class, a majestic chip over Christian Abbiati. The final score here from the Delle Alpi is Juventus 3, AC Milan 0.